Good morning, guys. Today we're going to learn about word recognition. Take a few moments and think about what that word means and how it's going to be important in today's lesson. Word recognition are the processes that we are going to learn that makes it easier for us to be able to identify words and their word parts. Word recognition is the ability to hear and see a word and comprehend its meaning. So, for instance, if you guys hear the word stop, you automatically will usually be able to recognize it if you hear it or see it, right? And that is because, when you're driving in a car and you see a stop sign and you see the red sign, you usually know, your brain picks up on that, and that allows us to be able to recognize the word stop. And another example of that would be an exit sign. You guys might know the word exit because you guys see it above doors, usually above doors. And that allows us to know, this is the exit, this is where we leave. So if you guys are reading a text or hear it, you guys are going to be able to identify that, right? Well, some other processes that allow us to be able to recognize words are by rhyming and sight words. Rhyming. Rhyme is the repetition of sounds found at the end of words. And rhyming words allows us to get familiar with words that have similar sounds. An example that I have for you is cat. What do you think some rhyming words would be for cat? Well, I have included a few for us already to think about. Hat, bat, mat, and rat. All of those words rhyme with cat because of what reason? Someone raise your hand and let me know. Well, no, that's not the reason. Not because they're three-letter words, but what other reasons do you think makes that a rhyming word? Listen again. I'll repeat it. Cat, hat, bat, mat, and rat. Those words rhyme together because of that at sound at the end. All of those words make the same ending, so that lets us know that those are rhyming words. Now, I have a few other words that I want you guys to just take a minute and think about if you can come up with any other words that make the same ending sound. That lets us know that those are rhyming words. So those words are fan, mouse, and school. Did anyone come up with the rhyming word for fan? Raise your hand. Great. Pan. That works perfectly. Did anyone find a word that rhymes with mouse? Yes, correct. House. Did anyone find a word that rhymes with school? Correct. Pool. Sight words are words that we automatically recognize without having to sound out. Those could be, for instance, those words that I said that we know because we hear them and see them and our brain automatically recognizes them. Well, our sight words are words that we're going to be studying, usually our high frequency, also known as our high frequency words, that we're going to be looking for over an extended amount of time every time we read a story or do a spelling list. We're going to have sight words that we automatically will be able to recognize when we see them. And to try this out, we have a little game to play. Our sight word list for today and the rest of the week and for other future lessons are a, can, and, for, like, go, is, here, in, I, me, look, my, see, no, you, to, the, up, on, it. So now that we know what our sight words are, we can now begin playing our game. And our game is called Who's That Monster? So everyone should have a baggie on your desk, and in that bag it should have 5 cards. And on those cards, it's going to have a little monster on the side, and it's going to have 2 parts. So the first part's going to say I am, and it's going to have a sight word. I am can. And on the bottom, it's going to say who is like. So you're going to go around the room, and you're going to ask your friends who they are. And you're going to match up those sight words to see who that monster is. And we're going to play a couple of rounds of this to see if we can recognize any of these words that are our sight words for today and the rest of the week. Great. You guys did a wonderful job at matching up your sight words and being able to identify those words by using rhyming words and just knowing that they're sight words. Can anyone tell me how it made it easier for us to be able to match those words? Yes, being able to visually hear and see those words makes it easier for us to be able to know what those words are anytime we see them. So I have a little worksheet for us to do. After this, we are going to do a word recognition coloring sheet. And on that coloring sheet, it's going to be these same sight words, and we're going to color them depending on where they are in the picture. So it's like color by number, but it's going to be color by sight words. And we're going to continue studying sight words for the rest of the week. If anyone has any questions, please raise your hand and let me know. Thank you.